Welcome to the Divine Feminines podcast and channel. I'm your host, Steph Desar, and in today's video we're going to talk about Lionsgate 8/8 portal, and I'm going to make it really easy to understand, but I'm also going to give some energy guidance and some support and tips and tricks to leverage this energy and use it to the best of your advantage. So if you have no clue about what it is and what it means, you're going to learn about that in this video, but you're also going to get some specific guidance around this timing right now and what spirit wants to tell you and share with you. So I'll be tapping into the soul tribe to those that are on this video, and I'll be pulling in messages that are relevant for all of you that are here and chose to be here. You consciously made a decision to click and watch this video, so you are inclusive of this. So before I get started, don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. It's Divine Feminines. We are on all major podcast platforms and on YouTube. Why like and subscribe this channel? Well, every Friday I drop a new podcast episode, and on YouTube particularly we have bonus content like portal updates, energy updates, manifestation with the moon, and so much more. So I know that each and every one of you, whether man or woman, you will all benefit from something on this channel. So join me, and you're all welcome. And thank you for all my returning subscribers. Love and light to you all. I'm in a beautiful place right now. It's a vortex. I'm actually on an island, and the entire island is a vortex, and I chose to be here deliberately for the Lionsgate portal. So I'm truly thankful and blessed and grateful that I can be here to deliver this message and harness this energy, not just for myself, but for the work that I do on the channel, and to help the wider community, the soul tribe, those that are, you know, on the journey and wanting to rise up. And this is what it's all about. It's all about teamwork. And just want to shout out to the team that helped me do the Leo new moon manifestation evening a few weeks back. It was beautiful. It was in London. We are going to be going around the world, so stay tuned for that. But there'll be more events happening in London. And just shout out to Özlem, the contemporary healer, and Natasha from Forever Vegan Kitchen, and Connor and Tyler from Dream Fruit UK. I couldn't have done this without you. And shout out to the goddess, the beauty goddess, Athena, who was there to help us with some great content and just creating a lovely vibe. So love all of you, and love everyone that made it down to the event and that just helped us create such a beautiful experience. So what is Lionsgate? What does it mean in astrology, in numerology? How can you use this energy, and what are the key messages? Well, first of all, the window, the portal is open from the 26th of July to the 12th of August. So we're already in it. And if you've noticed that you're getting kind of quick synchronicities, things that you think about manifest really quickly, you know, it's no surprise, because this is a very highly potent manifestation window right now. Both in terms of both numerology and also astrology, the peak of Lionsgate, of the 8/8 portal, is actually the 8th of August. So it's going to be Monday, 8th of August. And, you know, you could even say 8 a.m. in the morning, 8:08 a.m. in the morning, and 8:08 p.m. in the evening are going to be even more powerful if you align those numbers. So you might want to be thinking about that as I give some guidance. But, you know, in astrology, it's considered a powerful alignment. And when anything aligns in astrology, it's always seen as a very opening, expansive portal with a lot of light coming in to earth, to us souls living this human experience, and an opportunity to call in more and more abundance. So in astrology, it's actually aligned up to when the sun, the star Sirius, and the earth, as well as the Orion belt, are all in complete alignment. And this is a part of, you know, also an ancient Egyptian belief, and also from Atlantis. They would tap into this and harness this energy. It would also align with the timing of harvest, you know, harvesting what you have, the seed you have sown, and bringing to life that complete abundance or that hard work. It's also considered an astral galactic new year. So if you think about new year, calling in new intentions, new dreams and desires, but also letting go of the old cycles. And there is a theme of that. We're also in the sun season of Leo, and this is where the Lionsgate kind of comes into it, because the sun is in Leo, and Leo, you know, represents how we show up, our confidence, courage, our inner power, even our inner child, the lion and the lioness of the jungle. I mean, the sign also represents, you know, love, generosity, leadership, creativity, fun. And the sun in Leo, the entire benefit of this is really infusion of all of these energies, right? So I think it's the best way to make the most out of Lionsgate is to do Leo things and to aim to intensify that natural energy. So being creative, connecting to your inner child, even connecting with children, having fun, standing in your power, even, you know, speaking up, you know, not being afraid to like say, you know what, this is me and this is what I'm about, but even doing that within. Because when you say that to yourself within, it naturally manifests externally, right? And in numerology, the number 8 symbolizes abundance, prosperity, fast forward movement. 8 is also known as the powerhouse number, and it acts as a bridge between the material and spiritual realms. It's also the number of power, wealth. So, you know, 8 enhances the vibration when you have double 8s, because it's going to be 8-8, right? And so that vibration, and we're in a year 6, so it's 8-8-6. In a couple of years time, when it's 8-8-8, whoa, it's going to be lit, but it's still lit right now, right? But know that it's going to be going off in a couple of years time, and I don't know what I'll be doing then, but definitely more of this and giving lots of updates for sure. You probably will be at one of my retreats, some of you guys, or one of my experiences for manifestation on 888 in a couple of years time. So I'll see you there for those that are just staying tuned in. But you know, it's allowing us, the double 8s are going to give us more of that access to higher timelines of abundance, of prosperity, of happiness, of inner peace, of joy, of just feeling, you know, creative and inspired and following inspired action and having fun and feeling that joy. Also, in astrology, the 8th house is the in the sign of the zodiac belong to Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio sun, so this is really astrologically, you know, 8 has connections to power, transformation, energy, passion, and sexuality, and you know, Scorpio themes really align to that, but also corresponds to strength, because in tarot, 8 is also the card of strength. It's connected to Leo as well, and also, you know, your ego and transformation and regeneration of your ego and shedding ego and old egos. So there is a transformative energy here. I have also experienced some very interesting things on this trip, and today's particularly before I was going to record in the daytime, I was like gearing myself up, and I had many signs, and I'm going to share that with you, both a lizard and a crab, and I'm going to bring that into my guidance afterwards and my messages from spirit. But really, you know, the number 8 has esoteric symbolic connections to strength and the lion. So, you know, the lion in you, the transformation in you. At this time, if you are really calling in what you want and you're doing it in a courageous way, and courage comes in many different forms, the courage from within, first and foremost, that then emanates externally, right? So now abundance isn't just about, you know, money. Of course, it's much more than money, and I always try to explain this. It's about abundance of health, good health. Health is wealth, right? Number 1, peace, happiness, joy, all of that within. And then in your external reality, of course, resources and tools and support from a community and from others, and just having that, you know, those experiences that bring that joy, but being able to experience it within. You know, someone asked me, a really beautiful soul asked me yesterday, do I feel any different from being here, and how do I feel about being here? And shout out to that very special soul. Love you lots. And I said, you know, wherever I go, I am at peace. Wherever I go, there is happiness. I am truly grateful and thankful that I'm here. Of course I am. And it is such a beautiful place. I'm deliberately intended to be in this vortex, and everything lined up and told me, you know, my higher self and everything, that I'm meant to be here and this is part of it. But at the same time, wherever I go, there is that sense of home. Yeah, so wherever I go is home, and that is the most beautiful thing, and that's what I want for all of us. And that's why I do these videos, and that's why I'm doing the events, and I'm trying to share as much as I can. And I'm still on the journey myself, you know, cultivating that. But as much as I embody it, then I can be a real example that it's living proof, and that we can all tap into it and have it, right? So, you know, when it comes to manifestation, we have to keep in our highest vibration. We have to cleanse our space. We can't be calling in these big dreams and desires if we're carrying baggage and luggage from like old cycles. We have to be prepared to let go and like close out certain old timelines of thoughts, basically. And anywhere we give our energy, you know, attention flows, energy flows where intention goes, right? But it all flows in the same direction. So if your mind is there, the energy's going there, it's all going there. But if you want to be over here, then why are you over there? So you really need to redirect. So it's an important time to really be discerning of where you're giving your time and your energy. Spend time with yourself in this moment. Protect your energy. You know, friends and family are not necessarily bad at all, you know, but at times like this, you might just need to pull back. You might just need to be where you feel at peace, at ease, where you feel like you can just be calmly connecting to yourself and manifesting and calling in those desires. I've taken this trip. I've literally deleted WhatsApp from my phone. I've really removed my access to like a wider spectrum of people. There's a couple of people I've connected with, but that is really just because I'm, you know, got to tell my dad I'm safe, right? And just like a couple of very, very close peeps. And those are the ones that I feel resonate with me right now on my journey. So I've just left it at that, and everything else I've kind of just stepped away from just for this moment in time. Doesn't mean I don't love, you know, the rest of the connections I have, but it's really important for me to really be in this vibe, and I won't be able to be here and show up, you know, because I can't pour from an empty cup. I can't manifest from an empty cup. Do you know what I mean? My cup has to be overflowing so I can bring in all of that goodness for myself and to share it. So I deliberately have pulled away. I've said that I'm coming on this trip. You know, I never really communicate about where I'm going publicly. You know, later on people find out probably because it work out where I am. But I really keep that sense of privacy and peace, and it's important. So I'm just sharing that with you because I live and swear by it, and I'm even doing it right now while I'm here. So, you know, I'm not interacting much, so I'm just really being with myself and really connecting with myself. And when you interact with lots of other people or just people and they're going through their thing and you're trying to do your manifestation and trying to be in your zone, whatever they're going through, you might naturally just be drawn to it, or whatever timelines are playing out with them, you start to jump onto their timelines because you're feeding that thought and energy. So it's all about just being a bit selfish, and selfish is good. And especially at this moment in time, we don't get these portals like this. You know, the next one that I feel is the most powerful one after this is 11/11, and that is going to be a beautiful portal. But let's make the most of it, right? So protect your energy, be discerning, really just prepare. You know, there's going to be massive shifts, and like I said, there is an opportunity to call in that higher timeline, but cleanse yourself. Cleanse yourself from thoughts, behaviors, and patterns. You know, this is a time to really examine how you're currently exerting your power, and consider the type of power you'd like to yield in the future. You know, wherever that is in your life, both professionally and personally, and what you want to call in. Don't just act rashly and focus on quick short-term gains. Think long-term. Think like the big dreams. Don't let anything stop you. There is unlimited and untapped potential. We are all creators, and we're all able to tap into that. You know, also tap into your spiritual side. This is a portal that's potent for spiritual time. So really connecting with yourself, you know, doing meditation, but building connection to your body, your intuition. Really do whatever rituals and moments that you want to do, like chanting, dancing, you know, art, creativity, music, singing. I was in front of the ocean earlier and it was gorgeous. I meditated, I spoke to the water, I did some yoga stretching. I just kind of flowed with it, and I've been listening to music, I've been singing, I've been doing loads of different things that I know sing to my soul and align to my soul. It's important that you practice gratitude, right? So make sure you're kind of calling in what you're happy for right now. Don't think lack, think I'm already abundant. Feel I'm already abundant. Emotionally, in your mind, in your heart space, and in your body, feel good. Feel like healthy, wealthy, just cared for. Just feel it, Because if you don't feel it, it's fake. Right? You really need to tap into that. So if it means that you need to pull away from everyone else and spend time with yourself to start really feeling it, do it. You've still got time. I'm putting this video out a little bit earlier, but then you've also got to the 12th of August. There's going to be a bit of a moment with the 11th of August having the full moon in Aquarius, and that's going to be quite a moon. But if you're already cleansing from now, then you're going to be good with this full moon, and you can just use that to cleanse some more. Now, you know, the takeaway really here is just lean into the love for yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more you can love others. I took myself out on a date last night because that is the way I want to be treating myself, right? I want to be treated like I'm royalty, which I am. I'm a goddess. So I took myself out on a date. I gave myself everything. I always tell myself, you can have it all, and I'm gonna give it to you all. And that's what I tell myself every day. So this is what I'm recommending. This is how we need to connect with the love for ourselves. And with the love for ourselves means that we have that love to give out externally, and we're not dependent on the love coming into us. Now, I had 2 other messages, and I'm going to pull some guidance, some final guidance cards. I was having afternoon tea earlier, and it was gorgeous, and I saw some lizards, a lizard next to me on a chair, and I was like, I've seen lizards many a times in my time, in Goa, all over the world, especially in Goa when I was a kid. I was like, oh, this lizard's on the wall in the night time. That was kind of ghetto for me, like zoo ghetto, like that was a lot. I was 7 and it was like 1990. Yeah, you can do the math and work out my age if you want. And it was intense, right? But then today the lizard was on this chair, and something told me this lizard's probably trying to, this lizard wants to be so close to me. It's not even interested in the food, it's interested in me. What happens? I'm eating, enjoying my food. It was beautiful vegan afternoon tea. Thank you to this beautiful place that did it for me. And then afterwards I felt something on my lap. The lizard was on my lap. Do you know how many times I've seen a lizard in my life? Gazillions of times. But the lizard was on my lap. So straight away I had to go and look at, you know, I know that the lizard felt comfortable with me and happy that I was there. So I had to quickly just check, what does this lizard mean in spiritual terms? Like, what is the message of the lizard? And guess what? It's all about regeneration. It's about shedding skin. It's about good fortune. How beautiful is that? It's about good fortune. And that's the part that I thought, oh my gosh, this is really Lionsgate energy. So cleansing, regeneration, but through that cleansing and shedding of skin, the regeneration, bringing in this abundance. This is such a powerful time. And that lizard was like, hey, we are regenerating, we're pulling it in, you've got to tell the soul tribe. So I was like, okay, this is perfect time. And I was actually gearing up my thoughts for this. I was making my notes for this video, right? And I was just like, oh, let me just like, sometimes I don't make notes, but today I just said, let me make notes. And the lizard was like, yeah, and let me make a note with you too. And then the second one was so unexpected, again. And I was on the deck right next to the ocean, beautiful, beautiful ocean. And all of a sudden I saw a red crab, a really big one. It was gorgeous. I had to run up to it, take a video, and I'm going to put that on Instagram, so stay tuned because I'll put some content on there as well. It's at Divine Feminines with a Z at the end, by the way, and also on TikTok. And it was a massive red crab. And what does crab mean? Well, crabs have resilience, they have power, they have strength. And you know, a red crab can also represent anger, but also passion. So is there any anger or resentment that you need to let go of? Before, you know, as you shed these skins? And where are you most passionate about? Call in your highest desires, align to where the passion is in your heart and soul, because that is what's going to manifest. that is what's going to come in. Think longer term, think where, you know, your goals and dreams are. Really, you know, however you want to manifest, use different techniques. You can think about it, you can say it out loud, you can write it down, you can visualize it, you can dance with it, you can create movement with what you're calling in, but do whatever is creative to your soul and how you want to express yourself, because that's the Leo energy right there, guys. So the crab is also good fortune, it's abundance, and in Chinese and Japanese, so I think for the Chinese it's good fortune and it's abundance. Japanese saying is that the crab, especially when you're near the sea and it comes and it crosses your path, is the fallen samurais. How beautiful is that? And they've regenerated and rebirthed into the crab. And I think the ancient Greek is also calling in resilience and, you know, courage and commitment, but also calling in that abundance, that good fortune. So I think that is just beautiful. And guess what I've got? I've got my Divine Feminine's manifestation affirmation cards. Oh, one's already flown out, and I'm just going to call out a few. You can grab these. I'm going to put them up on the Etsy shop. Wait for it, it's coming. And you'll be able to grab them for £15.55. So the first one, I've got one. I'm going to pull another anymore. And these are things that you can definitely see. I've got 3, and they go in chakra colors. So I've actually got third eye, and if you can see that, the camera, yeah, and that's the ocean. It's where I'm at. My intuition drives me to take inspired action with faith and trust. My emotions flow freely in a balanced and healthy way. That's sacral chakra. And we've got the root chakra, red. Oh, look at this. This is a great one. I'm rich in love, health, wealth, freedom, peace, and prosperity. Doesn't that all align? I'm so proud of these cards. A shout out to my designer, who's also, aka my nephew Jordan, that helped me design these. He actually drew these on digital drawing, and I wrote the affirmation. So it's a co-creation, a family co-creation. I'm so grateful and thankful for it. And I'm just going to pull a couple of these cosmic cards. I'm supposed to pull one today. I've been pulling one every day for me. So let me pull my third card with you guys, because that's going to be my card for today as well, personal card. Oh, you are perfectly imperfect. Number 34. So just know, and look at that, that's green for like abundance, great abundance. And there's a star there and stars. Just knowing that you are incredible, and you know, you've got what it takes. It's 34, that's a 7, spiritual. I'm wearing green as well, so abundance, prosperity, also, you know, reminds me of the emerald colors. We've also got yellow there, so solar plexus. You know, have confidence in yourself. You know, yes, we've all got flaws, we've got areas we can work on, but it's our flaws that make us imperfect and unique and beautiful at the same time, right? Anything else? So let go of any kind of limiting beliefs around, you know, you're thinking you need to be perfect, because we're not meant to be perfect at all. Oh, your 3-year-old self. Look at that. Look at that. So this is like really tapping into your inner child. It's the number 3 here. And it's really cultivate. This has got half man, half woman. I'm feeling like, you know, balancing your masculine and feminine energy, healing both sides, but cultivating what it is in your 3-year-old self. If you can remember, what gave you joy? What made you feel great? What aligns to what you want to call in to your inner child? Get that to align with your soul and your inner child, because that will give you real sustainability, real kind of entrenchment for the future. Oh, lighthouse. And I was at a lighthouse yesterday. It's over there, the lighthouse. Don't think I can zoom in on it, but it's gorgeous. Okay, so your lighthouse guides you home to the stars, and it's a 43, another 7. Can you see that? I wonder if that focuses. Yeah, look at that. So knowing that the light within you is guiding you, and your higher self and your intuition is guiding you to the direction of where you're meant to be, aligning your soul on the path you're meant to be. Trust me, when you follow your soul's path and journey, you get support all of the way. Even if it doesn't seem possible at that point, you have the faith and you call it in, you make the decisions and take the commitment, release what's no longer serving you, and you will be jumped onto your higher timelines. And at the bottom of the deck is the number 41. It's all about joy. Your greatest joy pollinates the world. So if you're doing what brings you joy and brings you like that real feeling of fulfillment, it pollinates the world. The universe wants you to show up in your power and really fulfill your soul's purpose. I mean, it's win-win-win all round. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm sending you peace, love, light and abundance. And with that being said, I want to just quickly share with you this beautiful view, this gorgeous view. The lighthouse is somewhere over there, but I'm gonna go and have some dinner now, guys. So I'm gonna love you and leave you. Buon notte, mi amor.